Hello, welcome back. I was watching my first video and I couldn't help but notice how big my hands are in these videos. It's really funny. When I start to gesture, my hands just get huge, don't they? So what I would like to do is show you how to do a systematic review and show you how to find a quantification of impact in a database. So let's go to databases list, Marriott Library homepage, www.lib.utah.edu, and we're going to databases right here. There's two that measure impact intentionally, and they do so really well. One is called Web of Science. That one is under the letter W, and that one's really great. And another one, which is my favorite one, is called Scopus under the letter S. So go to the letter S, please. And it is this one right here. I'm going to wait and let everyone catch up because I remember I always go too fast at this part, don't I? So libutah.edu, databases, letter S, and the database called Scopus. Help your neighbor if they need help. Oh, you can see my last search. I'm going to cancel that out. Okay, here's the fun thing about this particular database. First thing that you need to know is this database has the top tier journals. So this is the cream of many, if not every discipline that happens in academia. So you can reliably search for anything like, I'll look for chocolate. Look for something. Let's see what we can find. Look for something with one word, pull it out of pop culture, pull it out of something you're interested in, like baseball, major concept. And you're going to get thousands of articles if you have a big enough topic. The only way to get into this one, by the way, is by spelling it out. So if you misspell something and you get no results, check your spelling. When you're in this database, remember this Find It button allows you to get to the full text, and you can see the names of journals and how many times something has been cited. Remember when I talked about that? Before we go into that, I would like to show you what's down the left-hand side. These are facets, and you can see where topics are trending, just like we did before. You can see that in 2018, chocolate trended in scholarship a bit more than the previous and following years. I don't know if that makes any difference, but for what it's worth. You can also see the top authors. So if you see DeWetnick K, if you wanted to look, that must be like a prominent chocolate scholar. What is chocolate related to? Might be farm labor in Africa, might be commercial consumption, it might be any number of different things. How do you determine that? Well, we can go to the subject area. This is one that I would encourage you to click on the View More, and then over here is View All. So let me do that again. So you're in subject area, View More, and then when you click View All, it'll pop open and it'll show you all the subjects related to your key term. This again is a way of measuring impact, and you can see what field something is predominantly showing up in research. Now, medicine is well funded, so that one's typically going to be at the top. But agricultural, biochemistry, nursing, chemistry, it's interesting. Chocolate shows up in all these different places. Psychology, that sounds compelling. So if there's one that you want to get into particular, or you want to omit something where your topic, you're tired of seeing this one thing in your topic, you can narrow down this way. But this is to see who's writing about your topic. But scroll back up to the top, and here's the magic of an impact measuring database, is you can go over to the sorting. Sorting is like how your search results are displayed to you, and go to cited by highest. You can go cited by lowest, but that one's, I don't know. And what's relevance? It's a hidden criteria. But if you go cited by highest, what you get with this is this number over here. What that means, in the Journal of Nutrition in 2000, Scalbert and Williamson wrote dietary intake and bioavailability of polyphenols. That was so important related to chocolate somehow that it's been cited like almost 2,400 times. And you can click on this as well, and you can sort that one by number of times cited. And so you can find something with the biggest impact, and then you can kind of wend your way down different research branches, if you will. What I would like you to do, though, is look for something. Let's go back to search. Look for something a little more complex. Use more than one keyword. And what you're going to do is you're going to be giving me the breadcrumb trail of what you searched for in your library assignment. This is the first key component of a systematic review assignment that I'm going to be doing. So let me do an example for immigration. I'm going to do immigration. Now, immigration is going to have so many different results, but I'm interested in farm work and agriculture, but I'm going to just do farming. You might try different keywords. And I want to find out migrant farm workers or immigration and farming related to immigrants from the country of Mexico. But when you do that, you might omit the word Mexican. So if you do this, that truncation, and put a star after that, that will catch every iteration of the word. So I would like each person, for your systematic review library assignment, I would like each person on the team to grab one little angle of the topic and see if you can't put together a solid, comprehensive narrative. So don't all just look for the same thing, but in your topic, look for the different fields and expertise and things that you're interested in. So it might be like immigration in Mexico, immigration and farming, immigration and civil rights, immigration, and so you get the idea. But let's search, and I want to show you how we're going to do our systematic review. First of all, this database sometimes gets confused, and so if you get weird search results, click on any other one like date newest and then go back to sorted by highest. I found sometimes I get weird search results. And then your assignment is to find something from 2016 or newer related to your topic. And here's one that I found. Immigrant dairy workers' perceptions of health and safety on the farm in America's heartland. That looks really good. How do I see that article? Remember, you have to click on the Find button. You can also click on this to see some of the text, like an abstract. And you can see what the article's about. So if you're interested in that, you can also see the things that they cited. And you can see that in search results format too. So if you found a good article, look at what they cited, and then look at what cited this article. So that's over here. But to remember, to get the article, we have to find that Find It button. And when you click on that, it should pop up in the library catalog saying, oh, you're going to get full text in this database or that database. So this one, it says it's Wiley Online. And here's the rub. If you don't find the article really quick, you go to Interlibrary Loan. But here we have the article. Background, results, introduction. So you're going to look at this. And I would like you to find, let's look at the library assignment. What you're going to do is, with a systematic review, you're going to, so I forgot to tell you what a systematic review is. So in a nutshell, when you do a literature review, it's hard for people to figure out how you came to your conclusion and what you included and what you omitted. And so essentially, it's a recipe. I've used the word essentially a lot tonight, haven't I? I got messed up. Sorry. So when you're looking at a systematic review, essentially, it's a recipe. So anyone after you could do the exact same search, and they could change some of the parameters. And so I've given you 2 parameters, and you can see those are the restrictions at the bottom. The article must not be older than 2016, so you could do 2016, 17, 18, 19, and 20. There'll be newer ones. And you cannot use an article that has 0 citations. So remember, you come over to Scopus, and the number of citations, or that manifestation of impact, is listed right over here. It's that number on the side. So you can't use an article that's 0. It's either too new, or it has less impact than what we're looking for. And here's the date. But again, going back to that assignment, Well, why don't I show you how the assignment works? I'll show you an example. So what we have here is you show me your search string. This is the keyword string that you used. That way, I could, or your instructor, or your PA, or your peers could go in and they could type in that exact search in Scopus and they would get the exact same results that you did. So that's the first thing. Systematic review means systematically we could repeat it and get the exact same results. Second thing you're going to do is you're going to give me a citation. Third thing you're going to do is tell me how many times that article was cited. And again, all you have to do is go over to Scopus and say, oh, it was cited 7 times. This one, oh, this was cited 18 times. Lastly, and my favorite one of all the assignments, is when you send me a quote, because I want to know what's valuable for you in the work that you're working on. And that's all you have to do. You don't have to do anything with the restrictions. Just make sure that you note the date and that you note that it has been cited. Okay? So Scopus is awesome. Scopus is great. Scopus is what gives us our ability to think. I was going to make a poem there, but I decided not to. Okay, that's your assignment. Again, I'm sorry that I couldn't come to class today. Mess around with Scopus and look for those articles that are the most meaning in scholarship and see what you can't come up with for your final assignment. The library assignment is going to be due in like a week and a half. I think I have the due date written at the bottom. But let me know if there's any questions. Thanks. Have a good Friday.